Welcome to 100 Voices, 100 Stories. I'm your host, Cece. Every person has a story, and it all begins with you. Let's meet today's guest.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Cece with Where It Begins and Cece in the City. I have a special guest on the line with me today. I'm gonna let him introduce himself and who he is and where he's from.
Hi, my name is Richard Lawson. Um, I live in LA. I'm from Oakland, California. Um, yeah, from Oaktown.
Awesome, awesome. And I'm also doing the 50 states journey. Tell me three things that you love about LA.
What I love about LA?
Yeah.
Well, I love the weather for one thing. I love the fact that within 2 hours you are at the most. You're in the desert. You're in the mountains. You could ski. You can go to the beach. Um, and the opportunity out here is only limited by your imagination. So, um, and I love the fact that it's the film capital of the world. So, those three things are pretty exciting.
Awesome. And on this journey that I am doing, what is one thing I must see from there?
One thing,
Yeah.
certainly the beach. the
Okay.
the the beach is always a great place to go and chill and to gather yourself and let everything go and just find some peace with nature, the ocean.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I've been to LA before though, but I'm doing the 50 state journey, so I can't wait to come back and re-record everything. But let's get
Hmm.
into this journey. For those meeting you for the first time, tell us who is Richard Lawson.
Oh, well, it's not one thing, that's for sure. It's many things. Um, I'm not quite sure where to start with that. I'm an artist.
Mhm.
I've been in show business for 60 years. I've done a lot of stuff. Um, I'm a mentor, I'm a teacher, I'm a writer, I'm a student of life, I'm a golfer, I'm a great friend. Um, um, I have watered a lot of seeds and a lot of plants in this world in terms of helping people to achieve their dreams. And yeah, I'm a very spiritual person. And it's a pretty decent resume.
Yes, it is. And you've been in it for a long time. How do you stay grounded though, despite the ups and downs of the entertainment industry?
Well, I'm really clear about my purpose, why I'm in this life. I was fortunate enough to get my assignment by my Howard higher power. Um, Back in 1969, I had a revelation that I was clear about my assignment was on this earth, and I've been doing that ever since then. And so I basically have been on vacation for the good majority of my life.
Wow. Well, let's talk about that. What is your purpose?
My purpose is to help people to achieve their dreams. So
Okay.
I take my um, experience, my celebrity, my knowledge, and uh, and I give it back. Um, uh, Denzel said something. His name is Denzel, actually. Denzel Washington
Hmm.
actually said
Yeah.
um, that the three um, areas of life is that you learn, then you earn, and then you return. And I have been in the earning returning phase for the good deal of my life, because I'm still earning, and I've been returning for as long as I know in terms of helping others. And I have a school, and my school is is uh, is really based upon, you know, finding out what people's dreams are and then helping them to achieve it. So that's been my purpose, and I've been very clear about that and very intentional about that. And if I say so myself, I've been very successful in helping people to do that. So, that makes me happy.
Well, that's awesome, and congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
We need more people like you in the world, you know? This world is
Okay.
crazy. But let's talk about your school and let's talk about the Richard Lawson studio and the motivation behind it.
Well, I've been teaching since about 1980, but actually before that, I don't know. I was always designated in all the people that I knew and that I was around as I grew up, my sister's friends, and I was always the one that people came to for advice, and so I've always been a bit of a caretaker, in a very positive way, but so that um, when I started teaching for my mentor in 1980, um, and I was a working actor. I've always worked. I'm still working. I'm in the number one show in the world today,
Yes.
um, Beauty in Black, which is the third season begins August 27th for anyone out there that is, I don't know too many people that are not, on to that show and stuff. Is billions of people have seen it. So that's a great thing. But, you know, um, in terms of me being a mentor to folks and teaching, that in my teaching, it was just a natural outgrowth of taking what my knowledge is, that earning phase of my life, and then turning it into a returning phase as well. So I earned and I returned. I worked as an actor, and then I took that knowledge and help to share it with other people so that I could give them a hand up. And so, be it young people and kids, um, where I have mentored hundreds of kids at one time, and through my foundation, and and then being able to return that to to my to my students as well, um, and being able to help them to see what it is that they wanted to achieve in life, and then helping them to check those boxes. So the Richard Lawson Studios, I have been able to teach a lot of people over the course of the um, since 1980. So that's 40 some years that I've been a teacher. And so anybody that's interested in wanting to make a difference in their life, if they um, look up, Google Richard Lawson Studios, and then reach out and get um, an interview, then maybe I can share some of my knowledge with you.
Okay. All right. I like that. But I know you brought up the show, so I want to go back to the show. How has
Mm-hmm.
your character in Beauty and the Black changed the way you think about family, power, and relationships in any way?
Well, my playing my character, who is a very interesting human being, to say the least. He's driven by the love of his wife
Mm-hmm.
and the protection of her legacy and life, and being that the perpetrators happen to be someone in my family makes it pretty unique. in terms of trying to figure out and bring justice, even though it's my own justice, to, those that are lying and covering up the truth. And
Mm-hmm.
it's been really fun playing the character. Um, and, and what I would say is that I have borrowed from my own life to imbue this human being with certain qualities that I have and that I know, and some of those qualities are not necessarily. Some of those qualities reside in my liabilities,
Mm-hmm.
and then some of those qualities reside in the assets that I have to loan to this character. It's been an exciting time playing this guy that on the surface level, he's diabolical, but underneath the hood, he's driven by the love of his wife. And he's one of the only people driven by love, where most of the rest of my dysfunctional family is driven by greed and avarice and control and jealousy and economics and in all. And he does have he likes to make money, but he's also concerned that his wife um, was targeted by someone in my family. So I'm hell bent on finding out who that is and bringing justice, if you will.
Yes, yes. And it's been first, congratulations, because you said y'all are what, number three?
Well, when we in the first weeks of the show, we're always number one globally.
Yes.
Um,
Hmm.
the so far uh, we've had about 8 million, 8 billion minutes viewed. That's a B, 8 billion minutes viewed. That's about 500 million hours. Few shows ever reach that kind of consistent level of fame, of interest. And
Yes.
so now that we got we're going to do the first 8 episodes of the third season on August 27th. We have a fourth season that's coming in. So there's still a lot of shenanigans left to be seen and a lot of storylines that people are going to be very curious about what happens to, all of those really exciting characters.
Yes. Well, I look forward to seeing the new season, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun playing this guy.
Well, going back, what would you tell your younger self today?
Um, that to know what I know and to honor that perceptive spiritual side of me that has all the answers, that side of me that is is ordered by my higher power, by God, and I don't need to uh, worry about whether the decisions or the choices are right or wrong. I just have to be guided and turn it over and know that my perceptions are absolutely accurate and to trust that so that I don't have to go down roads that are dead ends. That so, to trust and I will always figure out the perfect choice because I will go with what I have been guided to do. It's like, for instance, my purpose in life was ordered, and I'm been obedient, and I'm just fulfilling my assignment, so that I don't question it. I do what I impulsively, instinctually, perceptively, and driven to do, and when I stay true to direction, life is a beautiful thing. And when I don't, then I always have to pick up the pieces and realize that, well, that's a lesson, not a loss. Let me reroute, let me process, pivot, and proceed to where I need to be.
I love it. I love it. Yes, yes. Okay, so while we're on the positivity side, what has been like one of your biggest accomplishments you have so far in your career?
Um, the journey, the
Okay.
journey itself, the ups
Yeah.
and downs, the ins and outs, the reroutes, the having to readjust, to have to process and go the other way because I know that there's GPS attached to it. So with
Hmm.
GPS, when you put in GPS, there's a destination that no matter what happens and comes up, it's constantly rerouting you to get you back towards your destination so that I know that I'm always going towards my destination. And my destination is to serve and to be, a soldier to my assignment. And if I stay on my assignment, which I never veer from it, you know, um, that life is good, life is joyful, uh, that I can't wait to get up in the morning, and I hate to go to bed at night, even though I know I need my sleep and I know I need to recover and I know I
Right.
need to repair. I know that, but it's like difficult because what I'm doing is so much fun, and that I'm driven by, I'm on to something, whether it's a new project or whatever it is, writing a song or writing a play or writing the film and whatever, that there's something exciting in that. And if I stay on that kind of like path, that that's the most exciting thing. It continues to be exciting. So the process is everything.
That's right. I love it. I love your energy and I love how you're focused and you put God first. I love it. Thanks for those words. But I ask everyone this, what's one quote you live by?
Dreams don't have expiration dates.
Ooh, yes. Dreams do not have expiration dates. Okay. That's a good one. Is that one that you came up with, or is that one that you heard from somewhere or read from somewhere?
No, I mean, I came up with that. As a matter of fact, I own the trademark to that.
Oh, oh, nice. Wow. I didn't know that.
Hmm.
So I'm doing the 100 voices, 100 stories, as you know. So I just want you to finish this question. Your voice matters because,
My voice matters because I'm true to what I believe, and my feet are, I'm 10 toes down in my belief and my joy of life and living. And so I think I have something worthwhile to share. And when I see that it makes a difference in people's lives, then I know I'm doing the right thing. And so it matters.
all right, I love it. So what's next for you? You have the new series that's coming out, but what else is next for you? What can we look forward to?
I'm doing a film called The Wizard Hunter in October. I'm doing I have a master's class on vertical filmmaking that me and my partner did at Cannes, and we also did it at Winston-Salem International Black Theater Festival, and we're doing it at the Tribeca Film Festival, and then we're going to be doing it in 4 countries in Africa and Jamaica, and I have a platform where we do vertical filmmaking. Um, um, and that is a derivative of from the class because we talk about vertical filmmaking and then we inspire other people to become vertical filmmakers, and then they then bring their projects to us for us to distribute. We also distribute film and producers and distributors. I wrote a screenplay slash television series because it's going to be both, kind of like Sex and the City, where it's a series, then it will become a film, um, called The Third Act, and it's about elder care in this country, and it's a very funny Black comedy. I have a cartoon that I'm developing with my 14-year-old niece, who is the graphic artist, and she's creating the characters of the cartoon. Um, I am going to be, I'm starring in a vertical um, uh, film called Married to the Wrong Guy. Um, I, yeah, I have another series that I'm in that was not, I don't think it was officially canceled, but they didn't put it back on the next season. And that could be coming soon, called The Black Hamptons.
Okay.
So my plate is full of great stuff. I also have a foundation where, I mentor young artists, like teenagers. Um, in my class, um, um, I have like four people who are like 16, 15, 16-year olds, and they're young filmmakers, talented painters, artists. And then, so I have a full slate of things that I'm doing.
I see. Wow. You really are busy. So when do you have time to yourself, or what do you do on free time when you have it?
Well,
That's like a
what I do is
lot.
what I do, what I love to do. When you love what you're doing, that is not considered work. I don't
Yeah.
work. I create, and that creation fuels me and feeds me, and I collaborate. And when I'm doing that in the realm of just fulfilling my art, I'm full.
I see. Well, congratulations on everything. It seems like we got a lot to look forward to. And
Yeah,
I do
thank you
this.
so much.
You're so welcome. But I do this to make my 100 voices, 100 stories a little different. So I asked the interviewer before you to ask a question. They don't know who you are, they don't know anything about it, but they ask a question to you, and then you'll ask a question to the next interviewer that I have. And the question that they asked, well, they thought it was going to be a DJ, but it's not. So we're going to turn it into a regular question. The question that the last interviewer asked was, where and when was the most uncomfortable time you had, and you went into a situation thinking it was going to be a safe space, but it wasn't?
That's an interesting question. I thought it was going to
Yes.
be a safe space, and it wasn't. Um, there was a time when I'm a recovering addict. Um, I have no shame about sharing that. Uh, but you know, there were several situations where you know you start going down the road of partaking in your addiction, um, or your obsession. You don't see it as an addiction. No one, no addict sees themselves as addicted. They see themselves as, having an experience that's,
Hmm.
that is what it is. But um, when, I thought I was actually quite fine having the experience that I had, which was over a course of like 4 straight days. And when I found myself ODing, I was no longer in that safe space of feeling, of chasing that feeling that I thought that was it for me. And I was able to get out of the other side of that and survive it. And so it was it was a hell of a lesson.
Okay. Well, this is all about testimonies. So, your journey. And you look good. You know,
Thank
you
you.
look good from everything that you've been through. Look at where you came today. So that's definitely a testimony.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And now
Hmm.
you have to ask a question for the next interviewer. You don't know who it is, just a basic question, any kind of question, and then I will ask the next person.
Um, so the question is, um, if you look on a tombstone, you see the born day dash and the date of expiration. What would you do with today's date, August 3rd, 2026, dash, and because we don't, time is the only account where we don't know the balance. What are you going to do with that dash?
Okay. And now I have to let you know what their answer is. And before we get off, what advice can you give to the audience, or what is it that you would like to tell the audience today?
Know your purpose because it is your North Star and follow because you will be fulfilling the reason why you're here on this planet. So if you don't know your North Star, take a look and find out what that North Star is, what your purpose is.
I love it. I'm working on my purpose now, so hey, I'm taking it all in. But before we get off, tell everybody where they can follow you.
You can follow me on IG at Mr. Richard Lawson. Um, you can go to hyperlens.com and see what it is I'm doing. Or you could just Google me, Richard Lawson, on Google, and you'll find the plethora of things that I'm working on. And you can get in touch with me in a number of ways there.
Awesome. Well, I want to say thanks for interviewing with me today. It's been a pleasure to get to know you, and thankful to sharing your testimony with us. You know, prayers to you. Stay on your journey. I love your energy. And for how old you are, you look really, really good. Tell you. So keep up with the good work. I look forward to watching the new season. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank
and
you.
keep doing what you do. You know, it's a blessing to have positivity people in the world that's giving back to the community and helping others get to where they need to be in life. So that's awesome. So if I was in
Absolutely.
LA, I would definitely come to your studio, you know.
Okay.
So and I'm in Atlanta right now, but when I get to my 50th state and do it again to come to LA, I would definitely come and see the studio.
All right. Awesome.
Can we look forward
Thank you
to a
so
book?
much.
I'm a bookworm. Are you going to do a book?
Well, I have a book that I published called
Okay.
The Artist Roadmap: Navigating Your Career in Show Business. You can get it off Amazon. You can also get my audio version. You can look that up on Google and Google it. And both one is a great listen and the other one's a great read.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm definitely a bookworm. I read about 2 books a week, so I would definitely get it and give you a review on it once I read it.
Awesome. That'd be great.
Yes. All right. Well, you have a blessed day and thank you again.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good one.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of 100 Voices, 100 Stories. If you enjoyed today's conversation, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. Remember, every person has a story, and it all begins with you. I'm Cece, and I'll see you next time.